In case you missed yesterday's video, we spotlighted a whole bunch of 21 Pilot theories over on the Reddit machine, and while I was filming that, Few-Raccoon7300 posted that if you went to the 21 Pilot store and used the link for the Fire Breathe hoodie, this image back here would pop up and it would say Air, specifically Air 500, and saying that there was a server issue. I posted that in the video yesterday because I thought it was cool, and everyone took that and ran with it. That was the biggest talking point from that video because it's a weird image. It's this little shopping center and it makes no sense why that image shows for the Air. So immediately people think, oh, 21 Pilot stuff. It has to be lore related. They have to be hiding something about the next album in this image, something about the Demon lore stuff, because they have done that previously in the level of Concern USBs. Well, throughout the day today, I messed around with this image a lot. I went hunting for anything, and I can safely say, there's nothing. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. You read you saw the thumbnail, it said no, I just told you I found nothing, but let me show you my findings with this image, shall we? Let's get right into it. Mystery number one, what exactly is this image? Well, thanks to Reddit user Corporate Goth, with the O in Goth being a 0, they found that it is an image of the Netherlands from a town called Duisburg, which according to Google, that is how you pronounce it.
Duisburg.
So we'll go with it. So it's Duisburg, the Netherlands, taken on November 19th of 2016, ancient Dutch shopping street with Christmas decorations. And definitely that does check out because it looks very Christmassy. We are in the holiday season. And if you go to the spot on Google Maps, there are no Christmas decorations anywhere. It is just overcast skies with the street looking pretty normal. In this image, you do get several stores such as Tobias, which looks like it is a jeweler. You get this place which looks like a tea coffee shop, which is a cafe and apparently a museum as well, according to the sign on their front door. You get this place called Zin, which looks like they do the clothing wares. And you also get this restaurant. Not even gonna try to pronounce it, but they have a little mannequin in the front and it looks like they sell pancakes. So I think it's like a breakfast kind of restaurant. Mystery 2. What's the name of the file when you download it? Because when you download stuff off of DMA.org, it'll give you a fancy title, usually some sort of clue about the lore. When you download this image, Air Banner. That's it. And for Mystery 3, the biggest one of all, where we're gonna be spending the most time, is there anything hidden within the image? So I'm gonna make the image big on the screen so you can see it a bit better. So surface level, there really isn't that much to write home about. I mean, it's Christmas time. You can see from all the lights in there. As the farther you go into the image, the cooler it gets because you can see the bluish greenish tint to it. And when you come closer, it's more warmer due to all the street lights. I do think it's interesting, however, that the image on when you go to the site, it's actually cropped a bit. So when you go to the site, this is how cropped the image is. You'll lose that left-hand side, you lose most of that tree, you lose those buildings on the left, as well as this person who is blurred because they were walking when this image was taken. I found that really interesting in there. Anything lore related? Most likely not. I think it just makes for a pretty cool effect. There's also some words written on the Tobias store, specifically on the very top mantle, and this is what it says there, and I'm going to go translate it now. Because from the Netherlands, they speak Dutch, so I got several translations here. Good thing, small profit, there is hidden blessings in it. Great camaraderie, small profit, there is hidden blessings in it. And true truth, a small gain, there is hidden blessings in it. What? Then again, this is from a jeweler. And in case you're wondering, the only other word I could find in all this comes from that tea shop right next door, where I got the word garden terrace. Cool. People in the YouTube comment section from yesterday, Abigail points out that 3 lights are lit, but the 4th one is out. To which I thought they were talking about the street lights. I'm like, what do you mean? There is clearly 4 lit street lights, but turns out they were talking about the things connecting roof to roof, because indeed 3 of them are lit and the 4th one is out. And this is way in the back of the image. I'm like, how did you even see that one? So there is that. And Peace Serafino points out that these Christmas ornament light looking things look an awful lot like what is being used for the 21 Pilots Everybody Wants to Make a Home This Year contest on the little side with the size. And yeah, indeed they do, which it could be a scary coincidence on that one. And now for all the manipulation I've done to this image. For example, the very first thing I did was I zoomed into everything and looked for any clue I could, any word that stood out. I wanted to see every single one of these pixels. And I scrolled all through of this image trying to look for something, and I couldn't find anything. I looked all through the sky and there was nothing. I looked at this blurry guy. There was nothing. I looked at the road. There was nothing. I looked inside the shops, inside the windows, and I found absolutely nothing. I do want to note that when I am looking through these images, I am looking for words. I'm looking for phrases. I'm looking for logos. Looking for anything that has to do with 21 Pilots, Clancy, Ned. I'm looking for any clue that will point us in a direction of this being 21 Pilots related, even such as a QR code. After looking at this image zoomed in for quite a bit of time, looking over and over again, I decided it was time to manipulate this image in some software. So that's what we did. First off, I started with the ever popular desaturate the image, which it just made the image black and white. Nothing popped out, nothing stood out, nothing was seen. Zoomed in again, could not find anything. And I do think if this was a 21 Pilot image, they probably wouldn't desaturate again, being that we already did that one, and it would make no sense to desaturate again, especially after going away from the album that talks about saturation leaving you slowly. But black and white image, nothing. So what if we did the opposite? What if we raised the saturation? It just made the image more vibrant. Like I said, nothing else stood out. I mean, sure, everything is has a bit more of a red feel to it. However, nothing really stands out that much. You just make the image more vibrant when you increase the saturation. All right, but what if there's something really hidden in the image where you have to see every little pixel, where every single thing has to be clear, and you have to manipulate the image a bit more so? Well, we deep fried it. We deep fried the image right here. We maxed out the contrast, we lowered the blur 100%, 100% on the clarity, minus 100 on the shadows, and we lowered the brightness by 44% to this. So you can see every little pixel in there. And zooming in, I mean, it looks cool, but there is absolutely nothing hidden within this static. And just to show you, this is the nightmare that I would look at when I would sift through it. Just everything super, you can see every single pixel, and it can be a bit much sometimes, especially when you're just in the sky. And yes, you can zoom in farther. So after that, oh no, we deep fried it some more. I honestly forget what I did to this image, but it's a whole lot darker. Every pixel is clear, and there's just a couple of differences, but you can see the image. It looks super cool now. It looks super cool now, but you get a definite contrast of the blues and the reds in there. And you do get some cool little purple bluish thing on the sunglasses thing outside Tobias, but once again, zooming in and looking through it, there is nothing in there. And I tried looking through the windows of the shop because they can be more clear now, but it's just showing nothing, and nothing is being shown at all except for a deep fried image of the Netherlands. Okay, I hear you saying we deep fried it too much, but what if you can still see every pixel while the image wasn't so dark and burnt? What if it was more bright? Well, here's what we get. Again, you can see every single pixel in there, maybe a bit better than the deep fried ones, but still, you can see nothing in there zoomed in. I've found absolutely nothing of the sort that would show anything. No words, no logos, nothing pointing or hinting towards 21 Pilots. But what if it was negative? Yeah, no, this is now a hellish landscape. The sky is red, everything is blue and red. I don't like it whatsoever. Nothing stands out other than a blood red sky. I mean, the clouds look cool, I guess, but there is no particular words, logos, phrases that are popping out. But Justin, I hear you cry. What if we deep fried hell? Well, the image, oh boy, I don't like it. Oh dear. Blue, red, you can see individual pixels in the sky now. Yeah, no, I still can't find anything out of the ordinary except, oh, it's a nightmare. Before we dive deeper on the deep end and deep fry, all of this is to say that this has nothing to do with 21 Pilots, and it's just a random stock image that's being used for this error. In fact, it's showing up on other sites as well, because Henry Frederick Gray comments on the video yesterday. By the way, that error image is also on the Ned Bayou merch site. I saw it several times on the day the Ned plush came out, so it's interesting it spans multiple sites of theirs, which leads me to think that this image is just being used by the Warner Media Group across every single one of their artists' merch stores. Why Warner Media Group? I thought they were signed to Fueled by Ramen. Well, Fueled by Ramen is owned by Warner Media Group because Warner Media Group owns a lot of different record companies out there, so take your pick, take your poison. Odds are Warner Media Group or one of the other major big ones. So it could just be the image they use for this time of year because it's Christmassy, and why not? I've seen a couple people say that this could be a hint of where 21 Pilots is going to film their next music video, which, what would that music video be and what would it be about? Because like this to me would scream, choker style music video, which already is a fever dream within itself. If anything, I saw someone say Mulberry Street. That could be a thing, but I don't think it would be a Demo lore related video if it is that. But I really just think it's a random stock image, and we shouldn't really look deeper into it. Maybe it'll go away after a couple of days when the hoodie link expires, I don't know. But that link will be down in the description box below in case you want that image for yourself and you want to play with it around even more. Drop it into Adobe, drop it in Canva, or wherever you choose, and just play around with it, deep fry it as much as you want. But I can't find anything. If you do find something, hop over to the JLS Music Discord server. Let me know there. Tag me on Twitter. I guess I have Reddit now, so tag me on Reddit or something. I don't know. Don't DM me. I don't do DMs. I'm awful responding to those and checking on them. But yeah, there's that bonus video on Friday. Typically I don't do these anymore, but hey, there you go. Quit freaking out about this image. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Goodbye, and good night, more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.